Hello everyone, welcome to Capstone channel. Hello, today we're going to talk about how rapidly our world is changing and what you should do not just to adapt to these changes, but to actually succeed. Almost everyone experiences a couple of major technological revolutions in their lifetime. And that's actually great news. The first revolution teaches you how things work, and the second one is where you can make money. Many people say that artificial intelligence will change our world beyond recognition, and this isn't just marketing hype. These changes are already happening and will only accelerate. The closest analogy to what's coming is the year 1997 and the rise of the internet, which completely transformed the economy and human relationships in just 20 years. The internet changed how we meet people, manage our lives, consume content, and raise children. AI will do exactly the same. Take the dating industry as an example. Finding the right person today is extremely difficult, almost like a complex sales funnel. You need to swipe 50 times and go through 5 chats just to get one date. AI will completely transform this process by analyzing data and instantly offering a few ideal matches no matter where they are, next door or in Argentina. How technology changes our brain. Many people worry about how new technologies affect our cognitive abilities, but the truth is, they've been affecting them for a long time, and that's normal. There was a time when schools considered mental math essential, and teachers warned that you wouldn't always have a calculator. Now, a calculator is always in your pocket. The same applies to literacy. In the past, you could fail for spelling mistakes, but today computers constantly underline errors. And through this feedback, we naturally improve our writing. We no longer need to memorize huge amounts of historical information because Google is always available. AI will continue this trend by taking over even more routine cognitive tasks. Business or employment? Where is the real money? Let's talk about careers. There's a common misconception that real money, stability, and a good life can only be achieved through business. In reality, making good money in a job is often much easier than in business. Business involves huge risks, and success stories often resemble lottery winners. Starting a business without resources is like playing poker. You need to bluff and take risks, and if you're not ready for that, business isn't for you. Your capital is a combination of three factors: money, skills, and resources. Up until around age 40, you should focus on building skills and connections and only then start monetizing them. A strong career path offers relatively stable income growth and security. A perfect example is doctors in the US. They spend decades working in hospitals, building reputation, experience, and a loyal client base. Trying to open a private clinic at 20 has almost zero chance of success. But when a doctor starts a private practice at 50 with loyal patients, their chances of success are close to 100%. Don't reset your competencies just to compete with beginners in simple markets and become a true expert in your field. How to build products and beat competitors. If you decide to build a business, remember one key rule: the first mover rarely wins. The real money is made by the second and third players. You don't need to invent something from scratch. Take what already works and make it better. For example, Telegram wasn't the first messenger, ICQ came before it, but the one who improved the product won. If you try to invent something completely new, you'll be wrong 99% of the time. And even if you're right, someone smarter will refine your idea and take the market. As the saying goes, good artists copy, great artists steal. Make your version just 2% better, and you can dominate the market. At the start, the simpler your product and the smaller your range, the better. Begin with a single core product. Only when you fully saturate the market, when you run out of customers for that product, should you expand your offerings. Clients and pricing. Another key factor is how you work with clients. High paying clients tend to be easier to deal with because the expense is less significant to them. This creates the illusion that you should only work with wealthy clients. That's a mistake. If you stop working with demanding low paying clients, you'll eventually lose high paying ones too. Why? Because demanding clients raise your standards. They push you, force you to improve and refine your service. And because of that, High value clients later enjoy a perfectly optimized experience. What about rising taxes and costs? Simply pass them on through pricing. Be transparent. Show taxes separately and explain that your service costs remain the same while additional charges go to external obligations. Conclusion. In the end, only the most adaptable will survive. If you need guaranteed income, business is not for you. A job provides predictable payments on a schedule. In business, there are no guarantees. Your only protection is your skills, resources, and ability to make tough decisions under pressure. Build experience, borrow the best ideas, and use technology to your advantage. See you next time.